Good morning, yogins. How many of you slept here last night? Oh, what brave people. An English summer and you went camping. Or it's foolishness. I'm open. I have a new mission. On the outside of your little packs, you'll see there's a leaflet, Shantipat. And inside is a beautiful Shantipat prayer. And I think it's a prayer about declaring peace with the planet. And it's about time we did that. We all know now it's in some trouble. So my new mission is to teach everybody the Shantipat. So we're going to be learning that today with the help of Anit, who helps keep me in rhythm. And trust me, it's a huge job. You're also going to see 2 yantras. So whenever I'm teaching, I always ask people, we are used to yoga doing things for our bodies, for our muscles, for our joints, for our organs, for our hormonal system, for our circulation. But yoga's actual work is our internal environment. And when I say to people, what's the inner landscape like? They will say, well, I'm not kind of sure what you mean. So I'm trying to find ways that we can get in touch with the inner landscape and see what that feels like. So if you look at the red one, in the center you have the bindi. We are all a light. We don't have to go towards the light. We are all that light. We just have to turn towards it in ourselves. At the center, we are Sat, truth and light. Sometimes our inner landscape corresponds quite well with our external landscape, and everything is kind of in harmony. Everything's going along at the same vibration. But if you turn over at the other yantra, sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes we kind of close up a bit inside, and what we're then presenting to the world is a little bit different from how we... Is this just me or... Okay, grand, lovely. So I think one of the things we should do, as much as we take care of our bodies, is acknowledge and learn about our own inner landscape, what it feels like, and how yoga perhaps impacts on that and changes that. So we're going to begin with just a little breathing exercise, and we're going to do that same exercise at the end to just start being aware of this inner landscape. But I always start with the chant to the Guru. Tuesday night was Guru Purnima, the full moon of the Guru. So those of you that are camping are sleeping under the moon of the Guru for thousands of years. Yoga has been handed down. This feels indescribably weird. Yoga has been handed down from one generation to the next without a break. There is a beautiful temple in Sukhothai in Thailand, and it had a huge clay Buddha, and it had been there for hundreds of years. And in the 1970s, the Thai government decided they wanted to build a highway, but the highway unfortunately was going to go right through this temple. But they were very respectful. They went to the monks and said, we want to build this highway. We can move you a kind of half a mile over, and we'll do all the moving, and we'll build you a brand new temple, and we'll give you a bucket full of money. All of us would be reasonable and say, how big a bucket? And then thank you, you will do it. So it was all set up, and there was this clay Buddha had been worshipped for many hundreds of years, so they were concerned that this has moved properly. So the new temple was built. The last thing that had to happen was the moving of the Buddha. They removed the roof off the temple, and the cranes came down, clamped over the Buddha, started to lift it, and huge cracks started to appear. So they quickly put it down. And they said, okay, we've made some miscalculation here. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board. That night, one enterprising little monk, who was obviously a yogin at heart, took his torch and shone it into one of the cracks. And something glinted back at him. So he went and got the head monk and said, there's something odd here. So they shone a torch, they scraped away a little bit more clay, and sure enough, there was something glinting back. They scraped away more and more clay. Under the clay was a solid gold Buddha. Nobody knows when the gold was covered with the clay. They surmised that maybe there was a king who was particularly rapacious and avaricious, and that perhaps it had been covered to hide the gold. But sometime in that process, one generation of monks forgot to tell the next generation of monks, by the way, under the clay is solid gold. We here are beneficiaries because not one generation of yogins has forgotten to tell the next generation of yogins, by the way, you think you're flesh and bone, inside it is eternity. So I always begin with a chant to the Guru in gratitude of generations of teaching. So let's just sit quietly for a few moments. Let your gaze just rest on the ground in front of you. And just be aware of everything you can see, everything in your whole field of vision. Yoga means to join, but it also means togetherness, our togetherness with each other. And then a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let your eyes close. Let your shoulders release and widen. The muscles at the back of your neck soften and lengthen. Let your jaw become soft and relaxed. Just sitting, aware of your contact with the ground, sitting bones, legs, feet. Let the weight flow down through your body, through your mat, into the earth. Just enjoy the proximity of the earth to you for a few moments. There's no wood or concrete separating you. It's right there. And let your weight flow into that. And then also become aware of Udana Prana, that upward flowing prana, the muscles taking tone, organizing itself around the sacred center of the spine, and the crown of the head flowing up. Become aware of head, heart, pelvis aligned. And for a few moments, just open your heart to centuries of teaching. Let's be grateful. Breathe in. Chaitanyam Shashvatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Nada Bindu Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just very gently draw up your pelvic floor muscles. Keep the shoulder blades dropping down over the ribs at the back, and let your head roll forward. Keep the jaw nice and soft, just let the muscles at the back of the neck lengthen and release. Feel that stretch. Breathe in, bring your head up, relax the pelvic floor muscles. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drop the right ear over to the right shoulder without letting the tip of the nose drop down. Just feel that stretch going up the left side of your neck. Very important scalene muscles, sternocleidomastoid, muscles that tend to harbor a lot of tension, being stretched and releasing. Breathe in, bring your head up, draw up the pelvic floor muscles again. As you breathe out, let the head roll forward. Getting a stretch in the trapezius muscle at the back and the long extensors. Breathe in, bring your head up, relax the pelvic floor muscles and drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Keep the jaw soft. Breathe in, bring your head up, draw up the pelvic floor muscles, and last time as you breathe out, drop the head, get that nice stretch in the muscles in the back of the neck. Breathe in, lift up, and open your eyes. And if you can, just stretch your legs out in front of you. And yep, we won't charge extra if you touch. And just stretch your heels away. Get the back of your legs in contact with the ground. Stretch your arms out at shoulder height. Roll forward on your sitting bones. And now nice big circles going as far back as you can, so that you begin to wake up those pelvic floor muscles. And then around the other way, keeping the arms extended out in front of you, and release. And just bringing your arms up, and as if you're rowing. Again, going as far back as you can. We just want to wake the core up a bit, get the fire going. Everybody seems so cold. And then just fold the legs again. Again, just let your eyes close. And now take your whole attention to the left side of your body. Breathe into the left nostril. Feel the air flowing down the left side of your throat. As you breathe out, feel the warm air rising up through the left side of your throat, out through the left nostril. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the whole of the left side of your head. As you breathe out, become aware of the left arm and shoulder. As you breathe in, become aware of the left side of your body. As you breathe out, become aware of the left side of your pelvis. As you breathe in, become aware of the left leg. As you breathe out, become aware of the left foot. And just see if you can, not with your hands, you're not doing this with your hands, you're doing this with intention, just intention. Becoming aware of the whole of the left side of your body, feel it. What is its energy flow like? What does the body feel like on the left side? Light, heavy, dark, shadowed. If the left side were to be a color, what color would it be? Take the first color that comes to mind. Now switch the attention back to both nostrils. Again, not using your hands, using your attention. The yogins assured us buddhi, attention, is the most powerful tool we have at our disposal. With the attention, be aware of the movement of the breath in both nostrils. Now switch the attention to your right nostril. Feel the cool air flow into the right nostril, warm air flow out of it. As you breathe into the right, be aware of the whole of the right side of your head. As you breathe out, be aware of your right shoulder and arm. As you breathe into the right, be aware of the right side of your body. As you breathe out of the right, be aware of the right side of your pelvis. As you breathe into the right, become aware of the right leg. As you breathe out, become aware of your right foot. Become aware of the whole of the right side of your body. Feel its energy. Does this side of the body feel heavier or lighter than the other side? Does its energy extend in the same way that the left side does? You're not making judgments, you're learning. If it were to be a color, would it be the same color as the left? Again, it's an inquiry. Take the first color that comes to mind, even if it's one you don't particularly like. And then switch the attention back to both nostrils. So you have some information, and we're going to key into that towards the end of the class. So for now, open your eyes and just push your hands forward, and let's get some movement going so everybody can warm up. Go sideways on your mat, just part your legs, turn your left foot out, reach your right hand away from that center line, and now nice big circles dropping into your left knee, just getting some movement in that shoulder joint. And then stretch the arm away, and now it's as if you're putting on a cloak. Drop into your left knee, take the hand as far behind your head as you can. This really works those rotator cuff muscles. So just keep the movement going. Get your shoulders nice and awake to work for you for the rest of the day. Reach away again. And now what I call the waiter's move. Bring your hand in towards your ribs and just stretch out as if you're offering food. And then bring both feet to face about 10 to 2. That right arm comes forward, left arm goes on top of it, wrap into Garuda wings and reach up. Get a nice deep stretch, breathe out, bend your knees, push through. Breathe in, lift up, stretch. Breathe out, push through. Breathe in, lift. And last time, breathe out, push through. Come up and release. And just feel the difference between the right arm and the left arm. Turn your right foot out, stretch your left arm away from you, and big circles to begin with. Feel the movement, lift up as high as you can. Our shoulder muscles were made to make that arm lift. Reach away from the center line, putting on the cloak, taking your hand as far behind your head as you can. Tragically, in this country, a quarter of all people over 65 can't wash their own hair because they can no longer reach up. Don't let that happen to you. Stretch your arm away from the center line, bring it in towards your body, and then go out. So we're just warming up that shoulder for some nice yoga moves. And release, feet facing 10 to 2. Stretch the arms out. Left arm comes under, right arm goes on top, wrap into Garuda wings. Breathe in, lift. As you breathe out, bend your knees and push through. Breathe in, lift, stretch. Breathe out, push through. Breathe in, lift. Reach right up with your elbows, get a stretch. Breathe out, push right through, and release. And just bring your feet hip distance apart. So we're going to do something called running the meridians, which is actually from Chinese medicine. So the meridians flow in different directions, in different parts of your body. And we want to get that flow going in the right direction. So we start at the top of the chest, just tapping. Going to go down the front of the arm. That's lung, heart, pericardium. So tap down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, small intestine, large intestine, triple burner, right up into your shoulder, down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, opposite side, tapping the top of the chest, lung, pericardium, heart, up the back, top of the chest, down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, get those meridians flowing, top of the chest, down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, right up into the shoulder. Down the outside of your leg is the gallbladder meridian, and that's our decision maker. If you're a poor decision maker like me, it's because you've got a poor gallbladder flow. So we've got to improve that. Up the inside of the leg is liver, kidney, spleen. So let's go outside of the leg first. Down the outside of the leg, up the inside, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside, up the inside. Okay, now really important too, for this festival particularly, urinary bladder. It's our biggest, it's our biggest yang meridian. It gets our energy out there and going. And stomach. Stomach is always blocked. So when you get tired, the UB meridian actually begins in the corners of your eyes. When you get tired this weekend, just press in there. We do it instinctively when we're tired. We do that. So it just activates that meridian. But we're going to start the tapping at the inside of the eyebrows. So just begin a nice tap. Take it right over your head, go right over the head, top of the shoulders, it gets stuck here. Take it down as far as you can, pick it up, go right down. Okay, now we're going to do that one 5 times. Vinita's going to give us some really exciting. Okay, let's go. Tap, 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 go, go, go. Down. That's 2, 3. 4. Last one, 5. Pull that energy right down, lovely. And then stomach. All stomach meridians are clogged and blocked. And we're going to look at asana, how we can unblock them with asana. But now let's just tap it. So it goes down the front of the body. Fabulous. Now let's just smooth that energy. Start here. Just draw the energy down the front of the arm, up the back of the arm, right across your shoulder, up your neck, across your cheek to the other side. Draw it down your arm, up the back of your arm, up the neck, across your cheek to the other side. Then just part your legs slightly, down the outside of your legs, gallbladder meridian, up the inside, liver, spleen, kidney. Rub your hands together. Get some heat and energy and just put them over your eyes. Let that heat and energy go into your eyes and now start to pull up. So going over that gallbladder meridian, drawing it right down as far as you can, then pick it up and just pull that energy right down the back of the legs and go to your little toe. And then stomach. So the stomach meridian actually begins just under your eyes. So you pick it up there, pull it down your cheeks, round your jaw into your hairline. Then it internalizes and we pick it up here, either side of the voice box. So just draw it down the front of the body, right down over your feet. And now our energy is flowing the way it should. We can get some yoga maybe done. Okay, so let's warm up a little bit more. We'll do Krishna squats. Left foot facing 10 o'clock, is that right? Yeah? And right heel on top of it. And just squatting down, getting those muscles in your legs working. The more we can work these big muscles, the more our hearts pump. So just keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm trying to come to terms with the microphone. That's it. Just feel those big muscles going. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Okay, and swap feet. And again, just get that going, get those big muscles working. Beautiful. And now that the body's a bit warm, you can all step to the front of your mats. So, you're going to breathe in, bring your arms up till the elbows are just a bit higher than your shoulders. At this point, draw up the pelvic floor muscles and activate your buttocks. Bend your elbows into Trishulasana and push the elbows back. So, Rajas, Tamas, Sattva, you're used to those, yes? Inertia, activity, and the point of balance between them. So feel that center point of balance, and then as you breathe out, sink down into Utkatasana as far as you can, but not arms up, arms shoulder height. Otherwise, it's like putting a sack of potatoes on your back. Look at your knees. Knees mustn't be apart or dropping together. They must be aligning with your feet. Just hold that now. Attend to your pelvis. Sway your pelvis back and then sway it forward. And then for your own back, find your sweet spot. Hold that. Feel the muscles in your legs working. And then sink down to the floor. Just let your head go, let your hands go, just release, release. Let your head go. Then with your left hand, wrap your left hand around your right ankle. Straighten your right knee and bring your right arm up, getting a nice rotation. That's it. Just breathe there, enjoy that. And then come back round. And back up into Utkatasana. Just holding that there. Utkatasana is often described, translated in yoga books as chair pose, and you can see why. But Utkata actually means difficult. This is a difficult pose. It works the thigh muscles, it works the shins. These are muscles we need strengthened as we age. And guess what? We're all aging, not just me. I thought it was just me. Then I found, no, it's happening to everybody. So just feel those muscles working and then sink. Just let your head go, let your head go, let your head go. Let it go. Feel the movement of the breath in your back. Most of our lungs are situated in our back. So now really let the back breathe. And then right hand wraps around left ankle, left leg straightens, and left arm comes up into that nice deep rotation. Just take a breath there, let the rotation happen, and then sink down. Breathe in, arms wide, come up, back into Trishulasana, push the elbows back, draw up the pelvic floor muscles, tighten the thighs, tighten the buttocks, let the lower body support your back. Breathe out, release, and just sit down. So, I can actually read it. Let's do the first 3 lines, but we'll just do it 1 line at a time. I want everybody to leave this class knowing this mantra and teaching it to everybody else. It's a beautiful mantra. Peace to the light and peace to the sky. Peace to the earth and peace to its waters. Peace to the herbs and plants that give us food and medicine. Peace to the gods and their forces. Peace to the creative force. Let all know peace. Let peace, only peace, prevail outside. May I have peace. Let peace be established everywhere. I think at a time when we're destroying our planet, this is a great mantra to commit ourselves to. So, I'm going to chant the first line, and then we'll just repeat the first line a few times, and then we'll start with the second line and go to the third, and then we'll carry on with some more asana. Is that fair enough? Yep, you're all up for a bit of chanting. Do you know what chanting does? Activates the vagus nerve. Do people know the vagus nerve? Not everybody. Yeah? So it's a cranial nerve. It comes out from just behind your ears, travels down your throat, and vagus means wanderer. It connects to your eyes, to your mouth, to your nose, to your voice box, to your lungs, to your heart, to your stomach, to just everything. And it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. We only have one nervous system, but it functions in 2 ways. Sorry, I'm fiddling with this thing. It's very weird. It functions in 2 ways. Sympathetic means we're up and going and adrenaline flowing. Parasympathetic means we're chilled out and, whoa, it's all okay. So the vagus nerve is the one that activates the parasympathetic nervous system. You want to be chilled out. It's a yoga festival. So let's chant. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam. 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 Shanti Prithvi, Shanti Prithvi, Shanti Prithvi, Shanti Prithvi. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam. 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 Shanti Prithvi. Shanti Rapa. Shanti Rapa. Shanti Rapa. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam. Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya 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 Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya. Very good. Okay, we'll have this by the end of it. Terrific. We can all move again. So feet hip distance apart, toes facing the front, heels facing the back. Let your shoulders release and widen. Keep your jaw nice and soft. Muscles at the back of the neck soft and long. Breathe in. Arms come up. Bend the elbows into Trishulasana, but don't have them level with the shoulders. You bring them just slightly above the shoulders. Draw up the pelvic floor muscles. Tighten thighs, tighten buttocks. Give your back support. Feel your breath. Breathe out into Utkatasana. Watch your knees. Don't let them drop out or in, aligning with the first and second toes. And just begin to feel your thighs working, your shins working. Kadams, take it easy. Don't overwork. Feel your breath. As you breathe out, sink down. Just let your head go. Let those long extensor muscles at the back get a stretch. Let go. Breathe into your back. Only straighten your legs as much as you can. Don't put yourself in pain. Feel a nice, comfortable stretch. Let your head go. Wrap your left hand around your right ankle. Keep the right leg nice and straight and bring the right arm up, getting that rotation. So the left knee can bend as much as you like, that's fine. Bend the left knee so that you get the rotation. The important thing here is the rotation. Bring the arm back. Let your head go. Wrap the right hand around the left knee. Straighten the left leg. Bend the right knee. Bring the left arm up. Get that rotation. Enjoy that rotation. Bring the arm back. Let your head go. Let your head go. Let your head go. Yeah. Breathe into your back. Just a little bit. Let your head go. Great. Now, looking at the space in front of your feet, hands on the ground, take your left leg back. Drop your left hand into the ground and bring your right arm up. Again, into a nice deep rotation, taking the weight into that left hand. Breathe out. Bring your right arm back. Step the right leg back. If you have high blood pressure, please drop your knees. Otherwise, straighten the knees and hold plank. Feel your breath. And then slowly release your knees and sink back into a pranam, extending your arms forward And then letting your forehead release into the ground. Let your elbows release. Take the breath deep into your lower back. Feel the muscles in the lower back expanding out to the side as you breathe in, sinking back down as you breathe out. Remembering, most of my lungs are in my back. Let me feel the breath in my back. Sacrum and lumbar vertebra lifting as you breathe in, sinking back down as you breathe out. And then slowly bring your body up. Okay, just sit back in Vajrasana for 1 second. I know I'm going to ask you to do Bhujangasana in a slightly different way, and I'm just going to demonstrate it for you. I'm not saying this is absolutely the only way to do Bhujangasana. I'm saying let's explore it. Every asana, I think we need as yogins to get away from this idea that there's a correct way to do an asana. An asana is about exploring movement. So we're just going to explore Bhujangasana in a slightly different way than maybe you are used to. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to come from your pranamasana, come forward, and first you're going to do Makarasana, my second favorite posture. Shavasana is my first, this is my second. I like to line read this way. So you rest your chin on your hands and you just kind of lie down and relax there. But as you do it, you can feel it puts enormous pressure on your lower back. The vertebrae are kind of pushing together. So we have to find a way of doing Bhujangasana that doesn't happen. So I'm going to ask you to do it this way. You're going to bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. You're going to bring your forehead onto the floor. Then you're going to push the front of your feet into the ground. So you're activating your thighs. You're going to activate your buttocks and push the pubic bone down into the floor. And then you're going to lift only so much that you can still bring your hands off the ground. But you keep the buttocks and thighs completely and fully engaged. And then you're going to come down and release that. And we're going to do 3 Bhujangasanas. So from where you are, just crawling forward into Makarasana, mythical beast pose. So just, oh gosh, could you move forward a bit? Sorry, yeah. Can we just make, there are people there that can't do the asanas because, sorry, yeah. Okay, spread out, yeah. Just feel your breath. Now take your attention to your lower back. Just see what it feels like. And you can very often feel that pressure on the middle of the lower back. So you don't want to increase that pressure and damage your back. You just slide your elbows out, keeping them in line with your shoulders, hands flat on the floor, forehead on the ground. And you begin by preparing your body. Activate your thighs, push the front of the feet into the ground. Activate your buttocks, push the pubic bone into the ground. And then start to lift the head, only so much that you can still don't lift the elbows. I want you just to use the power of the body, the power of your back, the power of your buttocks. And then sink back down, relax all those muscles, forehead onto the ground, and then again, front of the feet, push into the ground, buttocks activate and push the pubic bone down, and only then do you bring your head up, using the power of your body, using the power of your back, and then sink back down again. Let those muscles relax, let go. And again, activate your thighs, push the front of the feet into the ground, activate your buttocks, push the pubic bone down, and lift. Hold, and release. and push up back into a pranam. Stretch your arms forward. Get a nice stretch through your shoulders. Drop your forehead onto the ground. Take the breath deep into your back. And then slowly come up. Let your shoulders relax. Now, what you're not going to do at any point in this move is drop your head back. And if you go to any yoga class where the teacher asks you to drop your head back, refuse. It puts you at risk of something called vertebral artery dissection, which is a kind of stroke. And it's now yoga has become the leading cause of VADS in the States. Don't do it. You keep the muscles in your neck working. You're going to tighten the buttocks muscles, push the hips forward, reach back, take hold of a heel and bring an arm up. Keep pushing your hips forward. Don't lean back. Push the hips forward and get that nice rotation. Reach, reach, reach. And release. Hands into the floor. Tuck your toes in at the back. Bring your knees off the ground. Drop your heels. Lift your right leg, reach up, and then swing through. Left foot comes forward. I'm sorry, there's not another room. And then breathe in, reach up, and release. Okay, take a seat. Second round of chanting. Everybody ready? You can go. You know it now. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vanaspataya Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Vishvedeva Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva. Beautiful. And stand up. Ready to do it all with the other leg. Okay, so just come to the front of your mats. Let your shoulders release and widen. Muscles at the back of your neck soften and lengthen. Jaw nice and soft and relaxed. Crown of the head flowing up. Weight releasing down. Breathe in. Lift the arms into Trishulasana. reaching up and releasing down simultaneously, activating the thighs, activating the buttocks, activating those important pelvic floor muscles so we don't have to get adult diapers. And then sink into Utkatasana. Just find the spot for your knees, make sure they're aligned. Find that sweet spot for your pelvis. Listen to that rain. Feel your breath. Sink down. Right hand wraps around left ankle. Left leg stays straight. Right knee bends, and as you bring up the arm, you get that rotation. Keep the breath flowing and sink back down. Left hand wraps around right ankle. Right leg stays straight this time, left knee bends, and you get the rotation. Just enjoy that nice, sweet rotation in your spine, stretching the deepest muscles in the spine, the multifidi. And release. Let your head drop down now. Let it go. Let it go. You don't have to straighten your legs. There are no prizes for it. Just do what you can do. Then look at the space between your hands and take your left leg back. Right hand goes into the floor, left arm comes up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And back down. And swing that leg back into plank pose, into plank pose. If you have high blood pressure, please drop your knees. Push up through your arms. Don't let your buttocks drop, Anita. Bring up your hips, Anita. No, to plank pose, to plank pose, to plank pose. Oh, I see I've got more than one Anita here. That's the problem. Okay, now sink into your knees and down into a pranam, being aware of your breath in the back. Muscles in the lower back, expanding out to the side as you breathe in, sinking back down as you breathe out. Sacrum and lumbar vertebra, lifting as you breathe in, sinking back down as you breathe out. Feel that your spine is not resisting the breath, it's just rising with the breath like driftwood on a wave. And then slowly sliding forward into Makarasana, mythical beast. Now there's no tension in your buttocks or your thighs, but you can feel the pressure being created on your back. So we're going to change that. Bring the arms out to elbows at shoulder height, palms down, forehead on the floor. Contract the thighs and push the front of the feet into the ground. Contract the buttocks and push the pubic bone into the ground, and then breathe in as you lift and release. Relaxing thighs, relaxing buttocks. Contract the thighs, push the front of the feet into the ground. Contract the buttocks, push the pubic bone into the ground. Breathe in, lift. Hold. Breathe out, release. Relax those muscles. Last time, contract the thighs, push the front of the feet into the ground, contract the buttocks, push the pubic bone into the ground, breathe in, lift. Beautiful Mr. Orange t-shirt and hair. You've just got to become a Swami, it's fate. And release, and then push back into a pranam. Let your back release, take the breath into your back again. Those muscles have activated, and now you're stretching them and allowing them a release and allowing them to make way for the breath. And then slowly come up into a high kneeling. Take the opposite hand to last time. Find the heel Don't let your head drop back. Bring the opposite arm up for a nice diagonal stretch. And then bring both hands forward. Tuck your toes in at the back. Into Sumeru Asana or downward facing dog or whatever you call it. Bring your left leg up. Try not to kick anybody behind you. And swing through. Bringing it between your hands. Breathe in. Lift the other foot forward. Breathe out. Sink down. Sink down. Sink down. Breathe in. Lift up. Into Trishulasana. And release. Let's chant. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You've got it. You can go out and create peace with the planet. Okay, so I'm going to come and sit alongside Vineet, my brother. I call him the bad boy of tabla. Okay, soles of the feet together. These muscles are warm now. We can give them a bit of a stretch. So just wrap your hands around the feet and let the knees drop out. There's no need to push. There's no need to fight with your muscles. Just let them go. Can everybody hear me? Okay. So just let them go. They'll stretch. They're two bits of muscles. One is a muscle spindle. What? Oh, the rain's coming in. Oh, it's all wet there. The things at the back are getting wet. Can you rescue your stuff at the back? Perhaps come and put it at the side of the stage. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, unfortunately, I brought 60. They said they thought that's how many. Okay, once everybody's rescued their stuff, if we can settle down. And we'll just stay in this tent until the rain starts. I don't have any more. Unfortunately, I don't have any more. Manisha, do you have one that you can give to somebody? Could people share the chanting sheets? Because I was told about 60 people, so I made 60. And if people, I'll mind here. If people can come right up so that people at the back aren't in. Oh, look at this lovely feather. See, the birds let us know it's happy with our chant. Okay, is that a bit better for everybody? Yeah, okay, soles of the feet together. Let's get to where we were. Soles of the feet together, guys. I can become a sergeant major in seconds. I teach Nepali soldiers. Trust me, they're nervous of me. So let your spine flow up, let your shoulders release and widen. And the way you stretch these muscles is just let them go. So I was explaining, the muscle is made up alongside the muscle fibers, which are really as fine as your hair. There are muscle spindles. And as you let your knees go, the muscle spindles are saying, whoa, no, wait. Just do something. We mustn't stretch. Contract. But at the end of the muscle in the tendon, there's something called a Golgi tendon organ. God knows who named these things. The Golgi tendon organ is saying, chill out, stretch, it's okay. If you hold the stretch, the Golgi tendon organ wins. So you just let your knees go. You don't have to fight them down. Just let them go. Great. And then bring your knees up. I'm loath to say straighten your legs because I'm not sure you can. So maybe you can lift it up and straighten it and just get a nice deep stretch through it. And then the other leg. Just getting that stretch and then back to this. So if you can hold a stretch for 20 seconds, the Golgi tendon organ wins and the muscle releases and stretches. You don't have to push or pull it. So you can focus on letting your spine flow up, letting your shoulders release and widen, the muscles at the back of your neck soften, and your jaw soften. And then bring your knees up, Bring your right leg through, wrap your hands or your strap, whichever you prefer, around your foot. Breathe in as you start to straighten. Breathe out as you get that length, and just enjoy that nice stretch. Now, if you need to bend your knee, that's fine. Just take it to where you can take it and be comfortable with it. Hold with both arms, because then you get a stretch through some troublesome muscles between your shoulder blades called, it's gone. Kathy, what are the muscles between the shoulder blades? Rhomboids. That's the devils. Okay, now really go into the stretch. Really feel it. Okay, does anybody have a strap they can lend me? Quickly. Yeah, thank you. So here's the mistake we make. We're going to do this stretch, and we're going to take the strap down here. We're going to straighten our legs and watch what's happened. Yeah? A more sensible way would be to take the strap right down at the foot, straighten, let out as much strap as you want, but let the arms stay straight. Then there's no tension in the shoulders. Okay? Thanks a lot. Thanks. So now take that leg you've just straightened and take it back. And just let your spine flow up. So your hips have actually tilted, and still the spine is going up. Still we go up. We went from all fours to two legs because of Udana Prana. It always brings us upward. It is the prana of Kundalini, and it always flows upwards. So just be aware. Let your shoulders release and widen. Muscles at the back of your neck soften and lengthen. Jaw soften and relax. Feel that energy flow up. And then release that leg that's going back. Wrap your hands or a strap, but make sure there's no tension in the shoulders. And again, straighten that leg as much as you can. Let your shoulders relax. Get that nice stretch at the back. Don't have your elbows bent. That's it. You just take lower down. That's it. And release. Bring this leg through. Wrap your hand around the other foot. Breathe in. Lengthen. That's it. Beautiful. Keep your jaw soft. Now again, can you take your breath into your back? Feel that you're taking the breath into the muscles in the lower back. Feel your breath. Feel that stretch. Take your whole attention into that stretch. Yoga is about training the attention. We've got used to it in the West as training the body. It really is about training the awareness, the attention. And now bend that knee and take that foot back again, so that again you've getting that movement in the hip. You've got a nice dramatic movement in the hip joint. Enjoy that. Let your shoulders release and widen. The muscles at the back of your neck soften and lengthen. Jaw soft. Just sitting with your body in this peculiar, like a tree leaning over to the side, but still flowing up. And then bring that leg forward. Breathe in. Lengthen. Feel that stretch. Feel that stretch. Breathe into the stretch. Take the muscles into your lower back. Enjoy that. Remember, as you hold the stretch, the Golgi tendon organ wins and the muscle stretches. Keep the breath flowing. And release. Soles of the feet together again. Let your spine flow up. Let your knees drop out. And this time we'll give it a bit of help. Keep your back nice and long. Now, what I'm always telling my students is don't go into politician's pose. I don't know if you've watched politicians talking on the telly, but they have no neck. It seems to be a requirement of going into politics, is that you lose that connection between heart and brain. And so this is politician's pose, where you lose your neck. Keep your neck, keep that heart-brain connection, keep your spine flowing long, come forward and just put your weight into your thighs. Just enjoy that. Now again, take the breath deep, deep, deep into your back. Give them some tabla beneath while they hold this stretch. And slowly come up. Bring your knees up. I don't know if you can. Just stretch your arms out. Straighten one leg. And bring it back in. Keep the arms out. Straighten the other leg. Bring it back in. And release. Back to the chant. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, just bring your legs in front of you, kind of a little bit more than hip distance apart maybe. Roll onto the front of your sitting bones, holding your shins, stretching up through the front of your spine. As you breathe out, roll onto the back of your sitting bones, tucking under, drawing the belly in. Breathe in, lift, lengthen, breathe out. Breathe in, lift, lengthen, breathe out. Draw the belly right in, get the stretch in the back of the spine. Breathe in, lift, breathe out. And come up. And if you can lie down with your knees bent, hip distance apart, share a mat. In the 60s, we used to say share a broth, save water, share a bath. Now you just have to save space, share a mat. Okay. Hands on the floor beside you, palms facing down, knees hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, knees definitely hip distance apart. Yeah. Feet flat on the floor. So I want you to take your whole attention to your pelvic floor muscles, the coccyx. The coccyx can work independently if you activate the pelvic floor muscles. And this is Muladhara Chakra, earth. And the sound here is long. So we're going to activate Muladhara Chakra. I want you to breathe in, draw up your pelvic floor muscles, and just feel that you're moving that coccyx. Your buttocks doesn't move off the ground. Nothing moves off the ground except the coccyx. Hold it. Release. At the base of the spine, the base of the sacrum, is Svadhisthana Chakra, water. Earth is our stability, our sense of cohesion. Water is our fluidity, our sense of creativity. So breathe in. As you breathe out, draw up the pelvic floor muscles, lifting the coccyx, then activate the buttocks muscles and roll just the sacrum off the ground. Release sacrum, release coccyx. Take your attention to behind the navel, Manipura Chakra, the jeweled chakra. This is fire. This is our capacity to transform. We transform food into energy. We transform information into knowledge. We do it all the time. So we're going to activate that chakra now. Breathe in. As you breathe up, out, draw up the pelvic floor muscles, lift the coccyx. Activate the buttocks muscles, lift the sacrum. Activate the thighs, lift just Manipura. Hold. Release fire, release water, release earth. Take your attention to the space behind your heart. Air, wind, the air we breathe, the molecules of oxygen that keep us alive, that keep the fire that we are going. Please keep your knees hip distance apart. Please keep your knees hip distance apart. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw up the coccyx, activating the pelvic floor muscles. Activate the buttocks, lift the sacrum, activate the thighs, lift fire. Activate everything and lift the heart, lift wind off the ground, lift, 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 hold. Slowly release heart, wind, release fire, release water, release earth. Now you're going to do it exactly that way, but to the sounds of the different chakras. So we begin always with earth, activating each one separately. Om Lang Om Om Vang Om Om Ram Om. Now you've lifted fire. Om Yam Om. You've lifted wind. Hold it there. This is a wonderful way to relax your whole nervous system. Keep lifting your heart. Keep lifting your heart. The carotid arteries in your neck start to expand with added blood, and there are proprioceptors in there that activate the parasympathetic nervous system. If you can hold it for a bit, take your attention to the base of your throat. This is space. Most of what we are is space. Hold your attention there. Om Hung Om. Start to release. Om Yang Om. Om Ram Om. Om Vang Om. Om Lam Om. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Roll over and sit up. Bring your right foot through the heel to rest next to your left buttock. Step your left foot over. Bring your right arm out. Wrap it around that leg. Draw that leg into you. Take your hand behind you and a nice deep rotation. So just feel the whole of the spine going into that rotation. Push into that hand supporting you. Get length. and release. Swap legs. Take the left leg through, right leg steps over, left arm reaches out and then wraps around your leg. Draw it in, draw it in, draw it in. Feel that stretch deep in your buttocks. Can you feel a stretch in your buttocks as you draw that knee in? That's a hard working muscle being stretched, piriformis. Take that right hand behind you, push into it to lengthen through your spine and rotate your head. Feel that stretch and release. Beautiful. This is, apart from the chant, in no way the class I had planned. I didn't kind of realize how crowded we would be. Okay, chanting. If you like the chant and want to record it on your phones, please do. It's nice when everybody's singing. In fact, what I'll do is take the mic off with some relief, so that the sound is us all singing the same volume. I can hear you now. It's lovely to be sung to. Om Yo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Eva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Yo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Shanti 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 Om Yo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Yo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I think we should start a choir. Okay. So I'm going to do how does this work again? Okay. I'm going to do alternate nostril breathing with you, but you're not going to use your hands. You're going to use your attention. Okay? The most powerful thing we have is that buddhi, that attention. And that is really what yoga is trying to teach us, to become masters of attention. So be in a posture that's comfortable for you. Let your gaze rest on the floor in front of you. Be aware of everything in your field of vision. Acknowledge it, all the people that you can see. And then let your eyes close. Let the weight release down through your body. Let your shoulders release and lengthen. Muscles at the back of your neck soften and lengthen. Jaw soften and relax. Feel the breath moving in your nostrils. Cool air flowing in, warm air flowing out. Now take your whole attention to the left nostril, and as you breathe in, feel the cool air entering the left nostril. As you breathe out, feel the warm air leaving the left nostril. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the whole of the left side of your forehead and temples. As you breathe out through the left, become aware of the left side of your scalp. As you breathe into the left, become aware of your left ear. As you breathe out, feel that warm air in the left side of your throat. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the left side of your neck. As you breathe out through the left, become aware of your left shoulder and shoulder blade. As you breathe into the left, become aware of your left arm. As you breathe out through the left, become aware of your left hand. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the left side of your chest. As you breathe out, become aware of the left side of your ribs. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the left side of your abdomen. As you breathe out, become aware of the left side of your waist and back. As you breathe into the left, become aware of the left side of your pelvis. As you breathe out, become aware of your left sitting bone. As you breathe into the left, become aware of your left leg. As you breathe out through the left, become aware of your left foot. Keep the attention on the left side of your body. Feel that. Feel that left side of the body, how it extends into space, its architecture. Maybe feel its weight. Feel its warmth. If it were a color, what color would it be? Switch the attention to both nostrils, feeling cool air entering, warm air leaving. Switch the attention to the right nostril. Feel the cool air entering the right nostril. Feel the warm air leaving it as you breathe out. Keep the attention at the right as you breathe in, and become aware of the whole of the right side of your forehead. As you breathe out through the right, aware of your right temple and the right side of your scalp. As you breathe in through the right, become aware of your right ear. As you breathe out, be aware of the right side of your throat. As you breathe into the right, become aware of the right side of your neck and shoulder. As you breathe into the right, become aware of your right arm. As you breathe out through the right, become aware of your right hand. As you breathe into the right, become aware of the right side of your chest. As you breathe out, be aware of the right ribs. As you breathe into the right, feel the right side of your abdomen. As you breathe out, the right side of your waist and back. As you breathe into the right, feel the right side of your pelvis. As you breathe out of the right, become aware of the right sitting bone. As you breathe into the right, become aware of the whole of your right leg. As you breathe out, become aware of your right foot. Keep the attention on the right side of your body. Feel it. Feel its architecture. Feel its warmth. If this was a color, what color would it be? Switch the attention back to both nostrils. Feel the breath entering and leaving. Switch the attention to the left nostril and breathe in. Switch the attention to the right nostril and breathe out. Hold the attention at the right and breathe in. Switch the attention to the left and breathe out. Hold the attention at the left and breathe in. Switch the attention to the right and breathe out. Just follow your breath for a few moments, paying particular attention to the exhalation, breathing out, following the out-breath to its still point, watching in that still point for the very first movement that gives rise to the next breath. And then one last time, let's chant the peace chant together. Logan, it is you. Hi. I've known him since he was little. I haven't seen him for years. Hi. Om Dyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti 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 Om Dyo Shanti Antarikshakvam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rashodaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Shedi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all very much. It was lovely to see you. Please give Anita a big hand. Thank you, Lisa. Hope to see you at festival again next year. Have a lovely festival. The rain will clear up this afternoon.